Listen, if you get nervous, anxious, or even afraid before any situation, understand that this is normal and it happens to everyone, including myself. And in this video, I'm gonna give you 4 techniques that I use to help me stay cool, calm, and collected in any situation. Let's tap in.
Point where you grew your grass organic. Everything that you're doing is because of the work. One step at a time, you level up each time. Everything will fall in place. These are all life lessons. We're all going to learn together. Quicksand Mindset brand.
Technique number 1 is to take deep breaths. You must breathe. It's the most natural thing that we can do as human beings, but it's something that we often disregard and don't even think about. But when you have techniques that can help you to really bring yourself back to the present moment, then you'll never forget them and you'll always use them. So when we feel nervous, anxious, or afraid, what happens is our mind starts to focus on the obstacles, on the things that we can't control, as opposed to focusing on the opportunities that are in front of you. And so when this happens, that means your mind and your body are not connected. So breathing is what is going to help you to get back into alignment. And so there's a technique called the body breath. It's 3 seconds in your nose and 6 seconds out. And when you do this, if you try it right now, as I'm talking, you'll feel an instant gratification and relaxation after. You honestly feel as if your mind and your body are back connected and realigned. And when you're back connected, what happens is that you can perform to the best of your ability and you can be yourself and be who you're meant to be. So try this technique out anytime you get nervous or anytime that you just feel anxious or afraid. And I promise you, you're going to feel a lot better, especially the more you do it. That's technique number 1. Technique number 2 would be to practice positive self-talk. A lot of times when we get nervous, you start to think of all the bad things in your head. You know, say for example, before a basketball game, you say, man, I suck. I'm not even that good. Like those players look like they're taller, they're faster than me. You know, if you start to think in that mindset, then yeah, of course, when the game starts, they're going to dominate, you know, because you already put yourself at a disadvantage mentally. Right? That has nothing to do with your physical. Like you can be the most physical, the best player out there, but if your mindset is not right and you're not talking positive to yourself, then you're never going to be a great player and you're never going to play great. So what you have to do is like tell yourself that I can, I will, I must. That's what I learned from Eric Thomas. I can be great, I will be great, and I must be great. I can have a great game, I will have a great game, and I must have a great game. You have to speak like words of affirmation and positive like energy to yourself. If not, then you're never going to do good at any situation. If you're going to be like public speaking, for example, and you go up there, you know, prior to going up there, you say, man, I'm going to blow. I'm just going to botch this whole thing. You know, I'm so nervous. I can't do this. I can't focus. If that's your mindset going into it, then of course, no one's going to enjoy it. They're going to see it on you that you're nervous, and there's not going to be any ounce of confidence in you, and people can see that. And when people can see that, they lack the respect in that, and they can't really see you as somebody that they can trust. And that's the honest truth. So positive self-talk is going to help you to get over the hump and to help you to know that you are him or you are her or you are whoever you want to be. You just have to show up. That's technique number 2. Technique number 3 is to think of a happy place. Whenever you get nervous or overwhelmed with something, bring yourself back to a moment in time or a certain situation in your life that happened that brought you happiness and joy. Close your eyes and think of that moment. Remember how it was to be there. And then when you open your eyes back up, it'll bring you back. Like you'll bring that energy back with you. You know, it's a mental kind of exercise that you can do. One of the things that I would do, so I would always get nervous in college for like speeches, you know, having to get up in front of the class, do a PowerPoint and to explain. Like I never liked that part of it. You know, I just like getting the work and turning it in and whatever. But, you know, as a part of it, it brings you out of your comfort zone. And so what I would do mentally, I would tap into my basketball mindset. And, you know, I was always, and I still am, since I was little, confident on the basketball court. I didn't care how many people were watching me. I didn't care who I was playing against, how tall or fast they were. I just played my game and I was just calm, cool, and collected. And that doesn't happen for everyone, granted, right? But that was my happy place. That's my moment where I know that I can be myself and be creative and just, be free on the court. And so when I would have my speech, when I would go up to give my speech, before I went up there, I would close my eyes and just imagine myself on the basketball court, imagine myself being extremely confident and just being happy and joyful to be there. And so when I opened my eyes back up and I went up to give the speech, I still had that same frame of mind that I'm playing basketball, that I'm confident, that I'm not worried about all these eyes on me. I did all the hard work already, which is, you know, getting the paperwork done and doing all this stuff and submitting it. Now I just have to show it. That's the easy part, right? I just started switching my mindset around and bringing myself to the happy place. And that helped me a lot. And hopefully, that can help you as well. Whatever the situation is for you, find what makes you happy, find what happened in your lifetime, and then bring it back to this present moment. That's technique number 3. Technique number 4, and the last technique that I have for you, is to reframe your perspective on the current situation, on the event, on the person, or on the idea, or whatever the case is. Reframe your mindset from I got to I get to. I got to go work out today. I don't want to, I'm kind of tired, but I got to go do it. Versus when you switch it to I get to work out today. I get to be present. I get to be up and walking around, and I get to be alive is really what you're switching your mindset to. And so you're being more grateful for the present moment. And this is extremely powerful for you to tap into. The other thing that I actually posted a video on it. So Jay-Z had an interview with Kevin Hart. And Jay-Z said that things don't happen to you, they happen for you. So it's just, again, another way of switching your mindset, right? That failure in the championship game of the basketball, right? You failed and it didn't happen to you, it happened for you. You failed because you were supposed to learn 1, 2, and 3 lessons from that game, right? The lesson of preparing beforehand, the lesson of, being tapped into the present moment and not worried about the mistakes that you're making. You're supposed to be worried about, I don't know, the coaching plan that you guys had beforehand, right? You have to make sure you're paying attention to the details. So those lessons are what you can get from a loss. And so didn't happen to you, what happened for you. The other thing that I actually use before any basketball game is, if I feel nervous or, afraid or some kind of like that, right? You start to feel the jitters, that's normal. But if you can switch your mindset from I'm nervous, I'm afraid, I'm scared to I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to showcase my skills. I'm excited to have my teammates, get their buckets and, and to have fun. I'm excited to show all, the people who are watching that, that we're a great team. I'm excited, as opposed to I'm nervous, I'm afraid, I'm scared. When you stay in that mindset, at least for me, I've never played well, when I stayed in that mindset. But when I reframe their perspective and, I just go out there and have fun, I don't think and I just play. There's something called the law of reverse effort. And basically what that is like the harder you try to play well, the more, the worse you play and the more difficult the game becomes. So you have to reframe your mind into being in the present moment, being focused on what you can control, and what you can't control is your perspective and how you see certain situations going. Very powerful technique number 4. That's a wrap for this video. Thank you all for watching. Again, everyone gets nervous, anxious, and afraid. It's completely normal, but just understand that not everyone has the techniques that you have. So you have 4 new techniques that you can try out the next time this happens to you. Again, take a step back from the situation, evaluate what's making you frustrated or what's making you anxious, and then use these techniques as a way to alleviate, that pain and bring you back into the present moment so you can be the best version of yourself. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and of course, share with someone who you know can benefit. Again, I have a playlist up above of the 67 other episodes that we have on the Mindset Monday segment. So go check that out and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Quicksand Mindset. I post daily inspirational videos there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Tap out.